What's going on, everyone? It's Minikit Man and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be playing some open racing in Forza Horizon 5 just to switch up the content a bit, because I've been playing this game quite a lot recently and I thought, why not record some online gameplay in which I'll probably get absolutely smashed by my opponents, but I guess we'll find out. So without further ado, let's get right into the open racing. So our first event is going to be S1 cross country, which is probably one of the worst ones there is for me anyway. I always struggle with this. Now, which is my S1? I think I use the Jeep Trailcat, simply because it doesn't screw you every time you go over a hill, such as the other off-road cars I have. Hopefully, they've already done. There's like 3 events, I think, in online racing in every like championship, so hopefully they've already done like 1 or 2 of the events, so I don't have to spend long in this car. Okay, they're on the second lap, so we're gonna have to wait around while the race finishes and just get those skill points. It's probably the best thing to do while you're waiting for races. No point just sitting there doing nothing. What is this over here? Wait, what? Hot Wheels? Oh, Hot Wheels coming soon. Well, I guess I'll make sure to make a bit of content on that as well, because I knew that, but I was wondering why there's something on the minimap. There's never usually anything on the minimap when you're waiting in these open things. It's gone now. Oh wait, no, it's not. I thought. Okay, the Hot Wheels thing's gonna be so cool, because I didn't get to play it in Horizon 3. They had like a Hot Wheels expansion then, but it's supposed to be even bigger and better, the map, so that'll be fun. Anyway, the players are getting rewards, so the race will start soon, and we'll be getting right into it. Okay, wait, what? I have to change my car again? Wait, so this is the start of a new championship, which is S1 cross country again. Are you kidding me? Why is that even a thing, like redoing the same one you did? I guess that's what it's doing. I guess we'll have to do 3 events then, unfortunately. For me, I don't really like it's cross country, but I mean, I like it in A class. Alright, here we are. So we're gonna be starting at the front in second, which is pretty good. There's a guy in a Lotus Elise, I think, next to me. As you can see, everyone in the lobby is high level. Levels 6 star 514. Ridiculous. And again, I've only had the game a couple of weeks and I'm already 1 star, whatever I am. Well, like 160 something. But I have a feeling everyone's going to beat me because they probably have better cars. But it's probably easier to flip the flat cars like the Lola, and I've already nearly missed the checkpoint because I am 100% noob in S1 cross country. But the first time I used this car in S1, I could not control it for my life for some reason, even though it's like one of the easiest things to control in the game, because it's got such big wheels. Like even it going over these hills, like you just land the flans forward like that, and I'm like, how could I not control this? But we are, where are we, in 7th out of 8th, which is could be worse, could be last, but it seems everyone else knows what they're doing as well, so I don't think we're really gonna make much ground up, but I guess we'll find out as the race progresses. I'm gonna get this checkpoint just about. See, look, everyone else, those 2 other crashed a bit from the landing, because those cars are definitely not made for cross country. And I'm losing my skill chain on the wall there. Don't hit the wall. Whoa, okay, I lost a bit of control there going to the left hand side, but it gives me a better turn into this corner. I forgot how narrow that last bit is. Someone's in a Mercedes-Benz, was it CL, is it called a CLK? I think something like that. That is bizarre. I guess they must have a an off-road build for it, because that is definitely a road car. But anyway, so 2 people have quit and I'm in 5th. So I'm technically still second to last, so I technically haven't made any progress. But the 2 guys out in front are quite far ahead, so maybe, I don't know, it might still be the Lotus winning. And if that is the case, I used the Lotus for dirt racing in A class, so okay, I'm losing control. This is why I didn't want to do S1 cross country, because I knew I wouldn't do very well, especially against good opponents. But I might see what the Lotus Elise is like, because this track, oh no, don't miss it. That jump is like, if you hit the jump wrong, you miss the objective completely, because you hit the ground after you actually go through it. But I'm now in 4th. Oh, it's only 2 laps. I don't understand the lap system online, because it's only a 125-minute lap, but sometimes you get like, whoa, wait a minute. What was I saying? Sometimes you get like 50-second laps with like 3 laps, and I'm like, that's not enough. This should be 3 laps as well. There's like some that are 4 laps, and I'm like, just make all of them 4 laps. I had a voice squeak there, but I got 4th. It could have been worse. Half the players quit. The Lola actually won and got a 10-second better lap time than me. That goes to show that level 514 with 6 stars clearly know what they're doing at this point in the game. I used to use the Lola for dirt racing S1, I think, but then I switched to a Lotus, the expensive Lotus, but the legendary one. I can exactly not remember what it's called, but the first event is done. Hopefully more people join who are a bit worse, so I don't feel like I'm doing that bad. But yeah, that's the thing about the trail cat, like it's not that fast and hasn't got the best acceleration. It's just like really, you can control it pretty well, and you don't really have any chance of flipping it because it's just the wheels are so big and the suspension's so good, and it's made for this. But let's go right on to the next event. Hopefully we can do a bit better, but I'm not counting on it because there'll be the same people in the race. Alright, so after about 2 minutes of waiting, the next event has finally started to load. Been playing a lot of Horizon Tour, which would probably be boring for content because it's literally against AI and you have teams. Everyone is at least 1 star, Jesus. But I'm kind of used to those tracks. The problem with those tracks is that like they're so repetitive, it's ridiculous. Like you do like the same track every like 3 championships, and it's just like I don't want that. But I haven't played open for a little while, so I thought I'd do that, even though I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed. And I completely missed that turn because there's a guy in front of me, and I cannot see the racing line. I have the braking line only on, which I should probably turn off at some point because I could probably go around corners better without it. It's just deceiving, like you don't have to brake when it says. I usually brake after it says and it usually works. So. And just like round here I'm not braking at all. Well, I am a bit, but not the whole way around. But I've got a good skill chain at least, and I'm up in 5th, which could be worse. So where did I start? Can't even recall where I started in the race, but oh, that turn was awful. Okay, yeah. This is where the faster cars not made for cross country gain on you because they're better at turning, but they do have the issue of they might make mistakes going over hills and losing control easily. Well, that's the thing about this game, like even for dirt and cross country, cars that aren't made for that work better than the ones that are, so it's just rather bizarre. Like, okay, yeah, well done, nice, thanks mate. Send me into the abyss. Go on. Okay, it's alright. I thought there was a wall there. There's not a wall. It wouldn't even mattered anyway because it's Forza Horizon and hitting the wall doesn't matter as much. Obviously you can get wall collision, but I wouldn't have hit it that hard if I did. And you don't get spun out like Motorsport. If you hit a wall in Motorsport, you're screwed. Especially with simulation damage. But obviously I don't have that turned on because you don't get extra credits, I don't think, for that. But where are we at? Oh dear, I was in like 4th, wasn't I? And now I'm in 6th. Although I did get spun out on the last lap by this guy in front of me, whatever his name is. What's his name? Kirill TV. Nice. I swear, if you spin me out again on this, I'm going to spin myself out. Oh, look at that turn. I'm just drifting around the corner. I was going to nearly go a bit too far. Have I got the front line speed against him? I usually get lag starts, so even if he beat me by a little bit, I reckon I probably would have beaten him. I don't know why it does that in my game, but 5th. I got 4th in the last race, but there was only 5 of us at the end, so 5th could have been worse. The Lola one again. I mean, if you get that, it is hard to use the Lola, but if you get used to it, it's supposed to be really good. But other than 22 points, so yeah, and the guy in 6th literally joined for the last race. Clearly the TVR doesn't work very well on the cross country, which you would expect. It works pretty well in, what was it, dirt racing though. But anyway, let's wait for the next event to load in probably about 2 minutes again, because that's how long it usually takes, which is kind of annoying. But right, here we are in the last event. I'm starting in, looks like 3rd. Yeah, I'm starting in 3rd, but you can tell the Lola, who's right behind me, or like to my left behind, is gonna shoot past because it's a racing car on cross country, and yeah, there's lots of long straights, so it's probably gonna work out for them more than it is for me. So let's see what the TVR does. I think I beat the TVR, but I think the best thing about this game is the fact that you ghost at the start, because I think even Horizon 4, like, you didn't ghost at the start, so there's carnage at the start of every race, and because people in this game are so much more toxic than in motorsport, although there's a lot of toxicity in motorsport as well, they just crash into you. You used to crash into you anyway right at the start. And the amount of times you'll probably see me get crashed by other people on purpose is ridiculous. But anyway, I'm in 3rd at the moment, so that's obviously going to change in a second when all these players come past me. But this looks like a really short race. We're already 35% through, and it's been 45 seconds. But we need some big jumps. The Lola took that was that the Lola in front again? Oh no. Okay, it's fine. The Lola took that really wide, but then again, it hasn't got good handling, so it kind of needs to take the turns wide. But the turns aren't really that sharp on this track, so oh no. Yeah, get out of that water. That should have been the part where I gained because of the water. I feel like my car would probably be the best in the water. Okay, well, did I get wall collision for that? I did hit that wall extremely hard. Apparently not. I am in 3rd right now. I should have been slowed down for that because I hit that extremely hard. But what can you do? The game's being nice. The amount of times I hit the wall barely any speed and it slows me down is ridiculous. But I'm glad they implemented that, because you don't like people crashing into walls and getting around the corners faster than people who slow down. And I'm going to land this very sideways and not be able to go through the wall. Yeah, this has happened before on this and a race like this with a wall there when I land. It's so frustrating because I got look how fast my car is and how big the wheels are. It should easily be able to go through the. Oh, don't miss the finish line! But I got 4th. You know, that wasn't too bad. That could have been a lot worse. I mean, I barely beat the BAC mono, which you would expect I'd destroy in a race like this, but clearly cars like that for some reason work on these tracks. 5-star again, the Lola won again, so clearly the Lolas are a pretty good cross-country car, but I bet if I tried to use it, it would take a long time for me to get used to it. And that guy's 6 stars, so what do you expect? But anyway, I'll see you in a second when we will be doing another championship in this video, because the loading times are so long. I reckon we've got time for another one. Hopefully some road racing. Oh yes, we got 200k in our wheel spin. I keep getting like really bad wheel spin luck recently, but that's I think the last one actually got 175k as well. So I've had a bit good luck in the last couple of days with that. Tell me, oh for goodness sake, more cross country. I mean, I think I like A class more than S class. Which car do I use again? There's the Mercedes-Benz X class and the Toyota Tundra. I seem to have more luck with the X class, so I'm going to use that. Probably a better overall car anyway, apart from maybe like, well, it's got less speed and handling, but it doesn't matter as much for cross country because the turns aren't sharp. Unless it's like, I should have seen it looked if it was circuit events. If they're circuits, this will not work very well. And I can guarantee you the guy with like 6 stars is gonna, if he's still here, use something that's not made for cross country. Because that's how this game likes to work. Alright. So it looks like there are a few cars that actually look like they're made for this. 6-star Toyota Tacoma. I don't exactly know what that car is. But I see a few cars that are not actually cross-country cars, but the guy in the front looks like he's using a road car and it's not upgraded because he just got absolutely destroyed by everyone else, and that guy's flying over my head. Okay, I know this race. Like, you go like 200 miles an hour down here, even in any car, because look, I'm going well over 200 miles an hour, 220. I don't know if your car's Now, I know this turn. I'm not going to be stupid going into this turn because the amount of times you crash into that wall, you can miss the objective. Like, if you hit the wall, because the objective's not that close to it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You can actually squeeze between the wall and the checkpoint and just miss it. And I think everyone did that in a session I did the other day on Horizon Tour, which is quite funny. But it looks like we're going to be keeping up with these... Oh no, that guy's about to crash. Okay, he landed it. We're going to be keeping up with these teammates, so because they're all using similar cars to me. And I might crash into this. Don't want to ruin anyone else's race by crashing into them. I'm not that kind of person, although I get it done to me all the time. But what can you do? 57%, and we're not that far behind first, so you know, hopefully one of them can mess up, but I'm not counting on it because they're all experienced players and I'm probably the least experienced out of all of them. But then again, I have been playing this game a lot in the last couple of weeks, so I guess we'll find out what happens in the last 30% of the race. Just gotta make sure we don't miss any checkpoints, because that's what I don't know where that guy went. He must have made a bad turn. Mr. Lee in front. But I'm really bad at missing some checkpoints, especially in road racing. I take the corners way too tight. Like, you're supposed to take them tight, but I just completely miss the turns. But I'm used to the tracks, some of the tracks now, so I'm hoping I'll know where each checkpoint is and I'll not make those mistakes. But we're coming into the last turn and it's neck and neck with this guy in second. I'm actually just gonna wing it. Not okay. Get it? Okay, never mind. I should have braked a bit there. I nearly got second. I was hoping for a lag end as well, where I could have a lag start end, if you know what I mean. But oh yeah, it did lag because I only got, it's less than 100th of a second there. Unfortunate, but that's my own fault for not braking. If I did brake, I probably would have won, and I should have got wall collision anyway. So, but third place, that's a lot better than the S1 cross country, which is why I like A class cross country way more, because people use cars like this, and they're probably best to use. But starting with 14 points on the board. Unfortunately, there's only 3 events. There used to be like 5 events in these championships, which probably would have been a lot more exciting. But what can you do? They changed it, which is fair enough, because it probably took a really long time when there were 5 events to complete them all, especially with these loading times. Okay, we're finally loaded into the second race of the championship. I'm glad, because in this video there'll be 2 different cross-country championships. I'm glad like the races are different for each class, because I don't want to put the same one on twice in a video. But there's a lot more players in this. I don't know how many players in the last one, but there are 11 in this one, which is good. Like a bit of more competition, and obviously I'll probably beat a few more people, which would be good. But I'm just going past, what's that? Hoonigan car. I'm going to miss this, aren't I? Oh, I didn't. Oh, what am I doing? I thought I was going to miss it, so I already pressed the Y button, but I heard the checkpoint click. And yeah, this guy's not having a good time either. He might quit, in fact. I think he's one to quit, maybe. But there's time to catch up. They're not that far ahead, you know. I did rewind, but I pressed B, so like I didn't lose as much time as I would if I had to rewind. But we'll catch a few cars up, I'm sure, because I don't think all of these cars are made for cross country, and not everyone will have the same skill level, which is nice. It's good to have different skill levels in a race. Is this guy in a... Oh, this guy's an Exomotive. I think that's the Forza... Is that the Forza Edition one? I actually use that a lot in, like, A-class dirt racing. In the campaign mode or the career mode, whatever you want to call it. That used to do really well in the dirt races, but not the cross-country. I have used the X-Class pretty much the whole time. I'd switched to the Tundra for a little bit, but that always used to crash for some reason every race. Unless I'm just bad at the game, which probably is right. Probably more likely that I'm bad at the game than it's the car's fault. But going past another person here, up into 8th. Gonna get past this Renault. Is this a Renault Clio? Yeah, much faster than him down here. Actually catching this guy as well, so this car is actually really decent in this cross-country A-class, which I already know. Don't know what car this guy's in front of me. Looks like a Ford Escort. Might be, indeed. I could beat this guy if I just get a good landing here. But no, it's a Renault Clio. I am going to beat him. Because this car has better landing than a car that's not made for cross-country. But we finished in 6th, so we made a good comeback. And it wasn't too bad. That race had a shaky start, but we got there in the end. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, those two guys were in the same car, the Renault 5 Turbo. Not Renault Clio. Why am I on about Renault Clio? Well, the loading time for that one was only about 30 seconds. I don't understand why it's always so inconsistent. How many players left? Is it full again? I don't understand, it's full and it takes longer. And then when there's like 5 people, it just... did I say it takes longer? It takes less time. And when there's less, it takes longer. It just doesn't make sense. But hopefully we can have another good race, because I'm starting in first this time. Hopefully I can stay in first. I just need a really good turn. Apart from the fact this guy's got better acceleration than me, which is pretty unfortunate. But let's brake around here and just turn right inside. I'm so used to this track and I always mess up on it at some point, but we're still in first. Don't crash. That jump always makes me crash. If you land in the wrong place, even in this, you go a front flip. Unfortunately, if you land between like the straight bit and the bit that goes down. But I'm just gonna get hit in the back. Wasn't a hard hit, so he didn't get ghosted. But as long as I don't mess up, I will stay with these guys. Well, we speak too soon. And this guy's messed up as well. What can you do? I need to rewind before the jump. For goodness sake, I just talked it up, didn't I? But I'm not in last, so we take it. Thanks to this Exomotive guy again. Guy in the car. Checkpoint. Nice, well done. You know that you've gone through a checkpoint. Okay, nice. That turn was decent, not bad. We'll catch some of these guys up. They're not that far ahead. Lee's in first again. I don't know what car this is in front. I think it's a... Oh, what is it? It's a Ford Bronco type, I think. It's the one which you get if you pre-order the game. Is that right? That might not be right, but high collision predicted. Was nowhere near him, I don't think, but we take it, and he's not doing very well. So we just have to play well from now on, and hopefully we'll catch a couple more people up. Because we've got 2 more laps, and it's a 1 minute 30 lap, or it'll probably be a lot less than that. I nearly flipped there because the back end of my car landed on the straight bit, and the front end landed on the downwards part. But hopefully that doesn't happen in the 3rd lap, otherwise that will mess me up completely. Not that I already haven't made a mistake, but right, we'll not miss the checkpoint this time. We'll turn left before. There you go. I think I would have been better at doing that in the 1st lap. I thought I had it right though. But I was right in the middle of the checkpoint area. But what can you do? Right, I'm up into 6th right now, and I've got a good gap between me and the guy in 7th, so I'll probably guarantee myself top 6 at least, as long as I don't make another big mistake. The guy in first is well gone, so he's had a really good race. A couple of us made a mistake, but what do you expect? I've made a mistake here, badly, and that's going to send me right into the abyss and get a wall collision, which is not what you want to see. You slow down for about 50 seconds, it feels like, but no, it's probably more like 3 seconds. And that lead I had over 7th is now completely gone, and he's honking his horn at me because he knows I'm a bit rubbish at this game. But hopefully we get a good turn here. This is probably the... Okay, yeah, nice. You can tell when you're gonna either hit the would I say diagonal? Not the diagonal area. The bit between it goes up and down, or the straight bit and the down bit. But I usually just go flat out through these corners, but I'm scared now because I missed the objective on the first lap, and I nearly missed it again there. I didn't. And if I hadn't crashed into that wall, I would have definitely caught those two guys up in front of me. But, I mean, you can't win a race by making mistakes, obviously. So. But it looks like we're probably going to get 6th place unless I make another massive mistake, like on the last lap. I made a mistake each lap, so I guess 3 for 3 is maybe likely. But, will we actually even finish the race here? There's only 15 seconds left because the guy in first already finished. It looks like we probably will just get over in time. Yeah, we will. Haven't made a mistake there, got a good skill chain going, and we get 6th again. So, not a good first session at all today. But we had 2 cross-country championships, and I'm probably worst at the cross-country. So hopefully in the next video, we're going to get some road racing action, or some dirt racing maybe, or street race. But if you guys enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to see more of this content, because I will be uploading more, and it's a nice change from LEGO Star Wars. But we might have a wheel spin at the end here, which I will show you if there is. I might get something good. There's a lot of green in this one. A lot of green. Yeah, we're going to get a Vandura G1500 that I will not use ever, but I guess it's nice to have it. But I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll catch you in the next video.